see this is taking a nice set. Okay, and what we want to do, we'll take this pistol off and take the saran wrap off. And we're going to place this sucker right back in here. And we're going to take this welt and place this welt exactly where we want it. Okay, like so. I see that's going to work. I'm going to hold that there. I'm going to take my scribe here and we're going to mark that. Like so. I'm going to rough these surfaces up. We're going to put some glue on here and we're going to get this welt glued in. Once this welt's glued in, I'll take this side down. We'll glue this side. In fact, this is formed so well and worked out so well, we're going to glue both sides at the same time. We'll clamp it up and let it dry. I'm going to I'm going to rough this side up a little bit. This is the flesh side, that's fine, but this face side we're going to rough up some. Been watching a little bit of this Tulsi Gabbard releasing this file about Obama and this Russiagate stuff. Let me tell you something about, I hate politicians, but I love Tulsi Gabbard. But I think she needs to be real careful supporting the Trump team. I think they need to release that Epstein list. And they need to bury every politician that's on it and get them the hell out of office. I don't care what party. Both parties are screwing this country and screwing the people. They just keep passing stupid, extreme spending bills. The funding of the military-industrial complex is breaking this country. They just keep printing money. That's the biggest reason for your inflation. Prior to COVID, the cough, whatever the coof people are calling it on their channels, afraid to say it or whatever. Well, we couldn't afford $2 trillion to take care of all the healthcare needs in this country, but Trump signed the first CARES Act at the tune of $6 trillion, 2020. Dumbest shit I ever seen in my life. And a week later comes and the news media changes the subject and the American people are onto something else. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of it. Tired of that dumb shit. Alright, we're going to place this in here. Actually, I'm going to pull that off and let that glue. We're going to let that glue set and get tacky for a minute so it doesn't move. I'm hoping this is going to turn out to be my best field holster yet. So far, everything's going well with taking the time to film this. I've kind of slowed down the process a little bit here. Let that tack up a little bit, close up our glue. I just like to protect that leather with something when I clamp it. Alright, so we are going to do this. Just like so, and man, is that nice. That is turning out really well. I'm very happy with this so far. I have removed the clamps from the holster with the welt. We've trimmed this to where we want it. We've hit it on the rotary drum sander. It made it nice. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to touch this up with black dye. We're going to let that dry. Then we're going to dye our other piece we talked about earlier. And typically I wear rubber gloves and I have no idea where they are right now, the ones that I had. So this is going to get a little bit yucky. This black stain is the worst. The other stuff washes off pretty good. The black does not. That's why I like to wear rubber gloves with it. we're just going to hit this edge here with the black stain. All right, so moving along here, we got to put the top snap in. And the way I did that was I put the backing plate on the front and I marked it. And I hit it with my punch. And I take and I cut little slots in it with my razor knife. And then I poke this piece through with the 4 little nubs. Just push the leather down around it real good. Make sure it's seated real nice. Then we go put the backing plate on. And you have to be careful with this because the nubs on the male piece are long enough. The nubs on the female piece are not long enough. So it's difficult sometimes. So see what we can do to set this leather down around these a little bit. And ideally, now that I've gone through this with this particular holster, if I would have put this on the leather before we put this liner on, this would have been better. I wasn't concerned about it because this snaps over top of this leather. So I wasn't worried about protecting it, but because of the length of these, I should have been looking at that. It is what it is. I've been watching that Tim Sundles on that Buffalo Boar channel, and you know, he's really just reaffirmed what I believe most of my life. If you need one handgun to do everything on the planet that you might ever need to do, the 1911 government model is probably it, in 45 ACP. He's got a hard cast load, 255 grain, going about 950 or 60 feet per second out of a 5-inch government model. And I shoot it out of my T-Sauce. I put a 20-pound recoil spring in my T-Sauce, and I love it. It runs flawlessly. But he's talking about killing big game with it, and he has shot grizzly bears the length of the bear with it, I guess. So it's got plenty of penetration. And what I like about the 45 is you can get it anywhere. All right, so that's generally what this is going to look like. I'll put that in there. So the picture I got on my buddy's gun has got sights that come back here a little bit, but they're in the same dovetail. So that should be fine. We have got clearance for that. This will close up here like so. And then next thing we're going to do is fabricate some straps so you can wear it on his chest. I have got to make an effort to keep things put away as I work on this, or by the time we're done with one project, this whole table will be full of stuff. It's crazy. This leatherworking is very messy hobby. A lot of tooling involved, a lot of different little things involved to do this work.
All right, my YouTube hard chargers, check it out. This is the mess I wind up with when I'm done with these holsters, typically. Now you can see all the leather straps, scraps. I cut all the straps by hand from strap bellies. I'm going to show you those straps here in a minute in this finished holster. But I also have run into a problem when I'm working on this leather stuff. If I've got dye drying on something, I'll start another project. I'll do a mag holder. I started another field holster that was, this is the one from earlier in the video that I did the 2 parts to show you how I was catching up to the black one I just finished. So I did some other things too. I did like a ferrocerium rod and a big lighter holder and little things like that. Came up with some more patterns, you know, just some notes and prints. But all right, so bear with me. I'm gonna step in front of the camera here and show you the finished product. All right, check it out. So I put this Raid shirt on. I had a black t-shirt on and I wanted this holster to stand out a little bit. So I had this Raid t-shirt laying down here, or this Raid jacket. This is the finished product. Chuck, I hope you like it. You've got, I've been generous on the straps, so there's plenty of adjustment. You can feel free to punch more holes and cut off excess strap. When you cut the ends off, you can take a black magic marker over the end of that leather. And then the edge finisher we used in the service on them core frame shoes, you can use that to make it nice and glossy. So we have these Conway buckles here and here. I have one roller buckle here, and this adjusts here, so you can move the buckle 3 different positions, and you can adjust this here. So I think probably this size, maybe a little bit larger for wearing over a winter coat for out hunting and stuff. But this is it. This is a 1911 45. Chuck, I know you're running a 1911 in 10 millimeter. I hope you're running buffalo bore ammo in it, if that's your bear gun. The other thing, let me pop this sucker off here. You can wear this also on this side. I typically, when I'm out in the woods, I like wearing mine over the left shoulder like this. I kind of hang them a little to the side, so you can do that. I did not include a strap tie down for your belt because I don't use them. I don't find any use for them when I'm out in the woods and I've got hunting clothes on and stuff like that. If you want one, just let me know, Chuck, and I'll make you one. It'll take me not long at all to make one with some snaps so you can put through here and keep to your belt. All right, so there are 7 Chicago screws. 1, 2, 3, 6 on the back, and 1 behind this eagle globe and anchor emblem that I'll show you up close here in a minute. 7 Chicago screws that you will need to put blue Loctite on. I did not do that in case you need to make any adjustments. These straps are going to take some wearing and breaking in. They're very thick. They're about an 8 or 9 ounce leather. I made them out of strap bellies. Really good, strong stuff. Here's a close-up view of the back of that. And then if you can see that eagle globe and anchor. And on the back, that Chicago screw will need some blue Loctite. Figure out where you're going to wear that holster and index that eagle globe and anchor how you like it. You can carry this locked and cocked. It takes a little work until you get it stretched over. Okay, I'm gonna leave hammer down so we don't divot that. It won't hurt. That's line. That'll last. So, all right. Hope you like it, brother. Anybody else watching this? Like, share, and subscribe if you would. We crossed 500 subs here not too long ago, and I got a lot of things. You can look around this shop and say I got a lot of plans. Just got to find the time to get them out there so you guys can see them. But like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it all your time. Silverback out.